Hello guys and welcome to my new video. So today I decided to do a short little introduction or like little guide about something that's available to every resto druid, or at least every resto druid has enough AP to actually purchase this trait, Joyous Springs. So before I'm actually going to go into how Joyous Springs works and things like that, I'd like to give a shout out to Dream Grove Discord group for providing a lot of information about this. It is a very good source of information for new and advanced resto druids. Make sure to actually check out the Discord and go to the pin section if you have any questions about resto druids and things like that. So Joyous Springs by itself is very important because Efflorescence is becoming bigger and bigger heal with tier 20. It can be your top 3 heals, it can be your top heal on some specific fight. So Joyous Springs Efflorescence healing is increased by 20% on a target that remains in Efflorescence. Now what does that actually mean? It means exactly that, but it is interesting to note that every 2 seconds, with every tick of Efflorescence, the person who's standing in Efflorescence will get this kind of hidden buff. This hidden buff will increase your Efflorescence healing by 5%. So it's going to take around 5 ticks to get to 20% increased healing. So around 10 seconds for the person to stay in Efflorescence to get its full maximum healing. Now, the way this hidden buff works is actually very interesting, and it's actually... The way it actually works, every time you get an Efflorescence tick on you, you're gonna get a hidden buff for 3 seconds. This hidden buff for 3 seconds means that you can kind of step out of Efflorescence and come back in, and you can still get the 20%, 5% increase in Efflorescence healing. The problem is that it takes time for... It's really hard to manage because it takes time for the... When you get out of Efflorescence, you're not sure when the next tick is going to happen. So at the end of the day, you want everyone to stay in Efflorescence. That's the easiest way to manage it. It's just interesting to know that this 3-second buff allows you to actually refresh Efflorescence around 2 seconds after it expires. So you can see here I'm actually getting around 60,000 healing from Efflorescence and Joyous Springs, and I'll be able to refresh it now, and I'm still going to be getting 60,000. So you can kind of see that because of this hidden buff last 3 seconds, you have to refresh your Efflorescence around 2 seconds after it expired. Why 2 seconds? Because when you place a new Efflorescence, it takes around 1 second to do a new tick, and after Efflorescence does a new tick, it applies that Joyous Springs. So if you really want to min-max your Efflorescence placements, your Efflorescence usage, and save mana, try and refresh Efflo either before or right after it expired. So you're making sure that you're keeping your Joyous Springs at 20% increased healing on the targets inside your Efflorescence, and you're kind of maximizing mana usage. Now, this is not always gonna work. Sometimes people are always gonna move out of it, so you're going to have to actually refresh Efflorescence 10 seconds before it. It depends on a fight, it depends on a scenario, and things like that. Another interesting concept in order to maximize HPS, if you're really looking to min-max things with Efflo and tier 20. So tier 20, every time you Swiftman, increases your Efflorescence healing by 200% for 10 seconds. So you kind of want Joyous Springs, the 20% increased healing, to be on everyone. So what does that mean? That means before actually Swiftmaning. So you want Efflo to already be there for around 10 seconds. So the people who are inside it already have that Joyous Springs buff. So when the people already have that maximum Joyous Springs buff, you're going to Swiftman and get even more increased healing. So that means if you have the option, if there's no damage coming in, you see your Efflorescence is down there for around 9 seconds, and you're like, damage isn't coming in the next couple of seconds, you can Swiftman safely, knowing that that's going to provide you Joyous Springs buff, and that's going to provide you the 200% increased Efflo healing from tier 20. Now this is not always gonna work. This is like a lot of min-maxing. This is a lot of micromanagement involved. You're not going to wait for Efflo to get to elapse 10 seconds in order to Swiftman. If there's going to be damage, you're going to Swiftman. But if you have the option, it's always good to know ways to actually maximize your healing with Efflorescence, Joyous Springs, and tier 20, because tier 20, like I said, is providing a lot of Efflorescence healing. Efflorescence healing is like number 1, 2, or 3, top 3 heals right now if you're using for specific fights, things like Desolate Host, maidens, sisters, and things like that. Harjatan. So you tier 20 and Efflo and Joy Springs are perfectly capable of doing a lot of healing in about 50% of Tomb of Sargeras fights. So let me know how you feel about the Efflorescence. Let me know if this was quite useful. Like I said before, Dream Grove Discord channel is actually very useful for this kind of information. Let me know how you feel about this video, and I'll see you in my next little guide.